How are my friends today? I am so grateful for today because this episode is about gratitude, but gratitude for magic and our own power. Hi, I'm David, and this is Stories from the Cauldron. I know we practice gratitude. We talk a lot about gratitude here, don't we? About gratitude for the sunrise and whatnot, and the great goddess and whatnot, and all that awesome stuff we should be grateful for. But it's easy to be grateful for, like, money that you received. It's easy to be grateful for our health, hopefully, and our loved ones and whatnot. But how about our own power, our own ability to weave magic and celebrate magic together? So, I think it's a really important thing to celebrate. So I want to take us to the park. We're going to go to the park, and we are going to do something I call a sphere of gratitude. And we're going to sit there and just pull that energy together, and we're going to hold that energy. And all we need to do is just be grateful for it. Just celebrate the wonder of our own power. And then we're going to release that energy back to the Earth Mother. Yes, this is a pretty hippy-dippy shit. So, get your tie-dyes out, everybody, and join me in the park. But, I was trying to find a story about gratitude. Right? I was going through, there's so many, right? And most were about, we're terrible people and whatnot. But I was going and going and going, and I remembered this monologue I did in a children's piece called Magical Monsters. And what I did is I took Jack and The Beanstalk, and I flipped it, because I like to flip the flop. And in this version, Jack is ungrateful, and the giant is the victim. So the premise of the piece, without getting super into it, is that all the magical creatures have decided to leave the humans' world because we're ungrateful and don't appreciate magic, so they're just going to out. And Puck is arguing that, no, magic should stay, until he calls upon witnesses to weigh in on their feelings. And one of the first people he calls is Joey the Giant. Yes, that is the giant from Jack and the Beanstalk, to talk about his feelings about how humans are ungrateful. And it's sort of a funny way to look at it, and I hope we can experience the joy and kind of irreverent making fun of ourselves for forgetting to just love our power as magical thinking people and dividers and druids and whatever we are right now. So let's take a look at that story, and then afterwards I'll meet you at the park, and we'll have a great time, and just celebrate our own power. Okay, I hope you enjoy.
Fee, fi, fo, fum, I smell the blood of an Englishman.
Who talks that way? I don't talk that way. Huh? It doesn't even rhyme. Humans say I talk that way, but you can't trust a human, can you? Yeah, you can't trust nothing they say. Whatever. Hey, knock knock. Orange. Orange, you glad you ain't human? So funny. Bing. So I'm sitting there, napping, and this human comes and takes my gold and my harp. Who does that? It's crazy, right? Who doesn't need a good nap? Humans don't appreciate nothing, and they take whatever they want. Yeah. What's the difference between a human and a centipede? A centipede will always step on you 100 times. So funny thing. So look, fairy, my friends, I will tell you the story. The real story, the truth of the matter of what happened. Whatever to the other stories. That's all I gotta say. So, we all know humans don't appreciate nothing, right? And no one is worse than this kid, Jack. Jack don't appreciate nothing. Don't appreciate his house, don't appreciate his flat screen, don't appreciate nothing, right? Oh, and humans, right? They got 6 flat screens in every room. And once a week, they throw all those flat screens away and buy 6 new ones. Why? Because they don't appreciate nothing, no way and no how. So there's this Jack, and he wants a new flat screen. So what does he do? Oh, yeah, he sells his cow. Who does that? Who sells the cow? Elsie's his friend, gives him milk and whatnot. And what does Jack do? Sells a full flat screen. He and his mom, who don't appreciate nothing. So then Jack takes Elsie, the very nice cow, and goes to market. But you know what happened. He meets a man with magic beans. And the guy says, hey, I got 3 magic beans for your cow. He says, what do I want magic beans for? I want a flat screen. He said, with these here magic beans, you can get so much more than a flat screen. So Jack takes the magic beans and gives Elsie away.
Well, you can imagine he goes home and his mom is furious. I can't watch my stories on magic beans. He said, but Ma, I got him. She said, why do you got him? I'll throw him away. And she threw him out the window. And Jack went a bit angry. Well, you know what happened. The beans grew into a beanstalk, which, as you know, is one of the 5 ways to enter Giant Land. And where did they come up? By my house, right? So up climbs Jack, up into my house where I'm doing something very important, whatever, like napping, like sleeping, because I have just done some very important work, like counting my gold. So I'm napping, and good for nothing Jack steals all my gold, puts it in all his pockets, and then what does he do? Is that enough for Jack? No, he takes my heart, my magical singing heart. It plays so beautifully. And he's running, and then instead of singing, the harp starts yelling, Joey, Joey, help me, this human's stealing me. So I wake up, and there I see this human with my gold steal my harp. And I said, fee, fi, fo, fum, which is giant speak for, let go of my harp. Well, you know what happened next. He went down the beanstalk, they cut it down before I could get there. Whatever. I love that harp. It was so beautiful. So let me think. Do I want to hang out with the humans, or do I want to leave and take all of our magic with us before they steal everything we got? Yeah, I want to leave. I'm out of here. I want to go, fairy dudes. And by the way, if you see a beautiful harp, her name is Esther. Tell her Joey misses her. All right, let's get out of here, fairy dudes. Later. Here we are back in wonderful Griffith Park. One of my best friends here is Mr. Tree. Hi, Mr. Tree. We're gonna get pretty hippy dippy today, so I thought it'd be my tie-dye and my hippie tree, because I am a tree hugger. Woohoo! So we're talking about the sphere of gratitude and memory today. I know sometimes it's really hard to be grateful, especially in the world that's so chaotic and strange and sometimes terrible, but you can't let them take that away from you. It's really important that you find those magical moments to honor and love, even if they're tiny little moments that you can just treasure and feel grateful for. Because remember, this whole thing is about gratitude for magic, right? We talk a lot about gratitude, but this is specifically about gratitude for our own power, our own ability, which we shun or we make fun of, we poo-poo. And I don't want you to do that. I want you to say, I'm powerful and I'm grateful for it. So we're going to find little things, little pieces of magic, like maybe you're broke, but maybe you have enough money to like pay your rent. Awesome. Was that magical? Did you manifest that money? Is that where that came from? So all those little things we're going to think about and pull those magical memories together to create this sphere of magical memory and kind of get energy and feel grateful for it. So I'm really excited about this. I think it's going to be a fun little ritual, and I'm going to use my tree friend here. Just so you know, sphere is a ball, like, a top, bottom, side, it's more like sometimes we call the shamanic circle. Because sometimes we do circle energy, sometimes we do gate energy, sometimes we do cone energy. Some of you are sorcerers, but I do not know how to do an equilateral triangle. So we're just going to do some general the 7 directions and call upon the magic and feel grateful for it. So just find some memories for me, and I'm going to share you some of my personal memories, and we're going to do this together, and I think it's going to be a whole lot of fun. All right, ready, tree? Let's do it. Okay, here we are in the park, about to do our sphere of memory and magic and gratitude. And just to know, we is a park. There's a lot of people around me. There are dogs, there are kids playing, there are cars going by. But I wanted to do it here by my favorite tree because I want you to know that you don't have to climb a mountain to find a sacred spot. You can find a sacred spot in your apartment, in your bathtub, anywhere you want to make a sacred spot, because you're making it sacred. Okay, so that's what I want you to know and feel that power. Let all that noise and the games being played, just being community and just being love and just making everything even more goddess-based and beautiful. Okay, here we go. I call upon the sphere of gratitude. I call upon my magical memories and manifest them here. See? Come on. To the front. The smile of having lunch with my nephew. He's so adorable. The way he smiles at me is just magic, and I love it so much. I'm there to guide and teach him. I love him so much. I call the magic of family and that memory. To the side, I call upon the memories of taking care of myself. I know sometimes you think I take so many pills and there's this wrong and there's that wrong and I'm getting older, but still you're able to take care of yourself. I have meetings with my doctor who cares and loves about me, and the magic of the health and that power, the memory of taking care of myself. That's practical magic. And I took that and I pulled that to center. The memory of healing. And from the back, I pull the memory of my friend Yolanda, who's going through a difficult time, and we were caring and sharing, and we were there for each other. Hey, yeah. I feel your embrace. And I call the memory of friendship. And to the other side, I call the joy of my altar and of my home, and how lovely it is, how proud I am to pay my rent, and the magic that I've cast inside of it, and the protection I feel when I'm there. That beautiful home I see in my mind's eye, and I call the magic and the memory of the hearth to center. Yeah. And from top, I call upon the memory of the fairy circle with my friends, dancing and laughing, creating magic of our own in a circle of power and love. I call upon the magical memory of the tribe, and I bring that center. And below, the grounding, the earth, those who have gone before me and walked to this planet before me, the wise ones that have become the mighty ones, and the ancestors, the community that holds me firm. I think of their smiley faces and the wisdom they've given me, and I call upon the magical memory of community and ancestors, and I bring that to center. And the last memory, the magical memory of me, for the memory of my magic, and bring you as center, binding all the other 6 directions. Feel the magic as the wind lifts, tosses a sphere. For gratitude for this magic, gratitude, gratitude. Thrice said and thrice done. The magic is started and begun. And now the sphere, the energy is a lot. Sorry, just sweat a little. Feel it. Feel it, let it be there. Let it be safe and beautiful. And now we're going to release it. We're going to release it back to the mother, to the earth, so she can heal and be happy. Feel it? Earth Mother, Gaia, she of valley and breasts, take this energy. Where you have been forced fallow, be fertile. Make us understand the land. Where you have been wounded, wield this power of love and gratitude.
The circle is never closed. It is always in my heart. Thank you. Oh, hey, did that resonate with you? How did that feel? How did that make you feel? Because sometimes, magic doesn't have to be high-end sorcery, hocus pocus. It can just be memories. And we can be grateful for those memories, and they can just be, that itself is a magical ability we have, right? It was really nice to kind of picking the 6 things to remember, to be grateful for, those magical moments with friends and family, was a really fun exercise. It was actually kind of hard to pare it down to 6 because I have so many awesome people in my life to pull from and so many things that I get to be grateful for, including doing this video cast, which is really exciting and fun for me to do. And I hope you enjoy. Look, I have a wand. I hope you enjoy. I broke my wand. I hope you enjoy seeing them as much as I enjoy doing them. And we can just keep making more and doing some real simple everyday magic and just so much to be grateful for in this world where sometimes it feels like there's nothing to be grateful for, right? Once again, don't let them take that away from you. It's yours. It's in your heart. And it gets to be beautiful even in the face of ugliness. Even more importantly, in the face of ugliness. So I'm going to go and I'm going to lie here and stare at my friends, the trees. It'd be a big tie-dye hippie. And listen to our stories from the cauldron. Okay then. Bye.